Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture to see how those incidents affect our daily lives. Listen, you see it right on the screen. You see it right on the screen. We're about to review my PowerPoint presentation of my best and worst dressed at the Met Gala. All right, so here we are, here we are, here we are. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that like button, that thumbs up button. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Once you subscribe, you'll be opened up to a plethora of playlists of movies and TV shows that I have reviewed. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. We are about to do this. We are about to do this. Let's get over here. I have not used my here we go. All right, so we're getting ready to do, let me see. How did I have this before? I want to make sure. Is it this one? Hold up, y'all. It's not this one. Here it is. There we are. This is the one I like. All right, let's get back over here. Woo, we got a lot to go through. We got a lot to go through. So the theme of this year, it was the dress. The dress code was in honor of Karl Lagerfeld, who was born in 1933 and died in 2019. He was a fashion designer and an icon. And so this is one of the outfits worn by Jeremy Pope. I tried very hard to get the names to go down at the bottom of each little slide, but if I did not put the name or if I did not put the designer, that was because I couldn't find it as of the date of this broadcast. So charge it to my head, not my heart. I wasn't trying to not involve people or make sure people got credit for their work. It's just that this is what I had. So this was his outfit, and he had Karl Lagerfeld. You know, Karl signature look was like sunglasses, pearls, rose, shades. I did say sunglasses, and black. Every time I saw him, that's what he was wearing. So let's get the worst dressed out of the way, y'all. Let's get them out of the way, and I'll tell you why I think that they were the worst dressed on the carpet. All right, so first we have Serena Williams. Now, let me tell you something. For my modest girlies, this is great. All right. My issue with this outfit, as far as it being the worst dress, is that she was doing too much. Either have the headdress and the pearls, or vice versa. I thought that the pearls and the pearl headdress was a little bit too much. I think we should have seen her cute hairstyle a little bit more, and that's why I put her on the worst dress. It's not that the outfit was bad. It's just that I just felt like she was doing too much. And then we have Lil Nas X. He was just see me, see me. Now, did he have the pearl look down? Yes, he did. But I just think this whole outfit was just look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. And it didn't, it was just a look at me type outfit. It just didn't work. And our last one was Alton Mason. The outfit itself, the veil and the shoulder pads and the detailing in the lace was good. I wish that they were more boy shorts on the bottom of it. And I am just, for me, I am just kind of in and out of this see-through type look. I just didn't like it. It just didn't, it did, to me, it didn't look good on him. For him to have be slim, have a model type figure, I just don't think that outfit looked good on him. So then we have what I termed the quirky dress. So it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was just quirky. It was just something that caught your eye, just like Lil Nas X and Alton Mason. To me, that they were considered to be quirky dress, but they were on my worst dress list. So let's continue. So here we have Jared Leto in the cat outfit. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, Lord, somebody done crashed the Met. Somebody done crashed the Met. Who is this? Because if you watch the broadcast, you saw them like stop him And then, they were figuring it out or whatever. So then they allowed him to walk. And then in the middle of it, he took off the head. And then you find out it was Jared Leto up under there. And I thought that was funny. I thought it was just a little quirky. Then we have Janelle Monáe and Tom Brown. I, it was quirky. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It was just quirky, which he came out with the coat. I just assumed what was underneath was going to be different because again, this see-through type thing. I'm kind of over it. They've done it like 2 or 3 years in a row. I'm kind of over it. I thought something else was going to be up under it, but it wasn't a bad outfit. Then we have Miss Doja Cat. Miss Doja Cat took it there. She had the face prosthetics. She had the nice slim like cat like gown. It looked good on her, and I do appreciate if you're going to take it there, take it all the way there. And that's what she did when she came out with the face prosthetics like a cat and all in her cat suit like dress. I figure if you're going to take it there, take it there. Now, when I talked about Janelle Monáe and her Town Brown outfit, then when I saw this picture, I was like, this makes so much sense. This all together, gorgeous, gorgeous. You got Selena, I think that's Selena Gomez at the end. And I think I see Pusha T. I'm not familiar with everybody in this thing, but them as an ensemble, looked great. I really wish they were able to come together as an ensemble on the carpet to see it like this. It makes so much sense. It gives me Karl Lagerfeld in just different variations of his career. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous when you see it all together. So then here's my best dress. So let me explain what's going to happen throughout this little part of this series. I have my best dress. These are the people that I saw that looked very good. For me, in my head, best dress was you follow the theme of the Met Gala. The fit of the ensemble on your body, and just the overall look from your makeup to everything like this. That consists for me your best dress. After best dress, there is, okay, I see you. So these are the people that I saw, they didn't make my best dress list, but it's like, okay, I see you. I see what you're doing. And then you have, bitch, you did that. These are the two people that I thought embodied the whole theme of the situation. Bitch, you did that. And then you have my last one, and this is my personal favorite. So let's continue. Here we've got Halle Berry in Gucci. I thought she looked stunning. She looked regal. She looked old Hollywood, Chanel-ish, back maybe in the 50s and also in the 70s. I loved her hair. I just loved everything. She seemed very, very put together. I loved Halle in that. And then we have Sora. I think this is Choi in Tom Brown. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And the way they have it splayed out on the carpet, this was a very, very good eye-catching look. I enjoyed this right here. I love it. And then we have Anouk Yai. She wore Pravo Garong. This picture doesn't do it justice when you saw it on television and the light hit the sparkle. One of the things that I like, if you go from the bottom up, or let's go from the top to the bottom. Does anybody ever remember Star Trek when they would go into the teleport room and then the little Star Trek: The Next Generation? They'd go into the teleport room and then it would deconstruct you all the way up. That's what the bottom to the top reminded me of. And I was like, okay, I like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Baby, Michaela Cole. She came. She was not playing with y'all in her Schiaparelli dress. Straight backs with your hair has been on the runway, I know, for the past 3 years. But, Black folks has been doing that forever, from the continent, off the continent, okay? But that look that then lets you see her beautiful face with the cheekbones and her almond eyes, beautiful lips coming down through her body, and just the way she felt. And it was gold, and then the light when they were splashing the pictures, how the light was dancing off of the little jewels on this dress. And the one thing that I noted in my when I did my watch along review was the fact that I really am enjoying that. I give credit to, I've seen it happen mostly here from our African bridal companies that do gowns for brides, that they have really made sure that the nude means what it says, and that nude is the color of your skin. Not one person or one race's skin, but the color of your skin. And I love up underneath that you can see her nude, her skin tone just pop through there through the nude meshing that they put on there. Because usually they'll put the nude meshing and only think about someone who is white. But I love that, and I love this dress, and it looked beautiful. She just reminded me of the moon, the sun, and the stars, y'all. Let me tell you something. Anne Hathaway looked good. Now, when she first came on, I don't know why, she gave me a side view, and I thought it was Amy Winehouse. And I was like, oh, no, that's not Amy Winehouse, because she is no longer with us. And then I looked and I said, "Oh, that's Anne, and she's in Versace now." If you watch the my last review, the detailing on this is wonderful. Over her breast are those nice little roses, flower detailing, and then she had like pearl the stitching. It wasn't really stitching, but as you go down her dress, where the slit is, and the slit looks like it goes all the way up the dress, but the slit is kept together by this pearl and gold detailing. It was gorgeous. That dress was gorgeous, and she looked good. Let me tell y'all something. Again, this is Tom Brown. Tom Brown won it for me as far as overall look, because you remember the picture I just showed. But baby, this right here, she embodied Karl Lagerfeld, from the hair with the ponytail. If you could look from behind her, that suit detailing. This was just a beautiful outfit. So shout out to Tom Brown. Salma Hayek, she was in Gucci. The corset was patent leather, and then red patent leather. She had the pearl detailing on her shoulder on as a sleeve, and then she had the tulle going down the dress. This was a pretty dress, from the side, from the front, from the back. This was a beautiful dress. Shout out to Gucci. Let me continue. So here we have Brian Tyree Henry. He is wearing a Karl Lagerfeld outfit. He looked very good in this. He has slimmed down a lot, I've seen too, because he used to, he's still tall, and he's a big, rotund man. That's a wonderful looking guy. But he looked very good, very regal. He looked very good, very regal in this. He looked good. You couldn't tell him nothing. That's all I will say. So this is just a collection of Burberry, because I saw Mary J. Blige come down. These looks, like I said, I put these looks in, as far as a collection. As a collection, I thought the looks were good. When you saw them come down the runway, they were a little questionable. But as a collection, as you see here, this was good. So as a collection, I thought this was good, and I wanted to make note of that. So we have Miss Viola Davis in Valentino. I will tell you, I love this outfit because of the color. There was this pop of color this year. Mostly everybody that walked down the carpet this year wore black or white, or gray. That's most of the people that walked down the aisle wore this color, with the exception of like Burberry, that Burberry collection that you saw. But most people wore that, and there was very limited pops of color coming through here, and this was a pop of color. I know that this Valentino pink was very popular last year, but I do, and last year, if she wore this dress last year, I probably would have said, you know what, this is just too much. Everybody's running around here in this Valentino pink, but I think she waited to the right year to wear this. This is a pretty dress. Not sure if it met the theme or not, or if this is something that he would have designed back in the day. But this was beautiful. It was beautiful on her. Her afro was wonderful. Her jewelry with the outfit was nice. I liked it. All right. Okay. I see you. So we this is the part of my slideshow where you just see the people that I thought, okay, I see it. You know, it wasn't in my best dress, but I see you. I see you. So you see the Idris, the Elbas, Idris, and I think what is her name? Sabrina. They were in their outfits, and I thought that they looked good, particularly as a couple. The young lady in the middle, I do not know her name, but y'all, this one gave her ensemble gave me life. This reminded me of how young ladies dressed back in like 85, 83 to about 85. Just kind of just it gave me like this punk rockish but elegant type look. She had thigh high boots with the mini skirt, with the nice overcoat shirt kind of ensemble. It just gave me life. I'm sorry, I just enjoyed this. And we see Quinta Brunson. She looked good. She looked good. I liked her outfit. It looked good on her. Again, you see Ice Spice. These people, okay, I see you got Ice Spice and Olivia Wilde, who's in the middle. And then you see Brittany Griner and her wife. They were all there. So I see you. They looked good. And again, like I told you, Brittany kind of stood out a little bit with that champagne-ish kind of brownish kind of color. But like I said, everybody else wore pretty much white or black and white or gray. Again, we see Miss Carisha. Carisha came with Diddy, and I was so tickled. I was so tickled, but she looked good with the pearls and the shirt. I don't know who completed this outfit. The first thing I would think would be Scaparelli, but I'm unsure who wrote this. But it looked good. We got Bad Bunny because I was in the broadcast like, who is he? Who is he? I know who he is, but I just can't remember who is he. But we have Bad Bunny now. His ensemble had a cutout in the back, so you saw his back, and then you saw the the uh, the covering of roses down at the bottom. So it was a nice outfit. I saw him, and then we have Tim's. Her outfit was beautiful. It was black and white with her fascinator up at the top. That was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And you see Lizzo. She looked good as well. Dua Lipa in the middle. Now the thing about Dua Lipa, and then we see one of the Hadid girls. I don't know which one, if it's Bella or Gigi. I don't know. I just know it's one of the Hadid girls. Dua Lipa is in the middle. Baby, she's got this Tiffany necklace on her neck, big diamond. When she was interviewing with when Lala Anthony interviewed her, this was gorgeous. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous on her. I don't know who this young man is, but he fit the theme. Okay, I see you. Now, let me just be very clear. Rihanna showed up after the broadcast, so I did not see Rihanna when she came. So we knew that she was there because ASAP Rocky was there. ASAP Rocky had jumped over the barriers for some odd reason. Just I don't know what was going on with ASAP, but anyway, this is the outfit that Rihanna looked. It was beautiful. The pictures, we weren't allowed to see the full glam, but this is what she wore coming in. This is her and ASAP Rocky together. You know, like I said, she was not there at the broadcast, so there was no way for me to see this to really do it, but I did like it. Had she made the broadcast, she may have made my best dress, but I didn't see her. So I just wanted to make sure I added her in because she was present. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're getting down to my personal favorites. My personal favorites. All right. Bitch, you did that. Let me tell you something. I don't know who this man is, and I apologize. I didn't credit him. I just see now that I did not. I apologize. But this is Karl Lagerfeld all the way. From the gloves to the shades to the black. Oh, bitch, you did that. I like that. I absolutely liked that. When I saw him, I was like, okay, channeling Carl. Okay. Let me tell you something. Me and Jayla don't get along with her singing because half the time we don't know if she's singing or Ashante's singing or whoever background singer she got singing. But that's neither here nor there. But when I tell you, I bet you did that at the Met Gala. I bet you did that. Look at her. Absolutely stunning. And when you saw her on the carpet, absolutely stunning. Baby, fascinator, uh, beautiful dress. I like the black down into the champagne-ish pink color. Baby, 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 baby. She's in my top tier of the best dress that night. Top tier. Hmm. Cardi. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss Cardi had 3 outfit changes. Yes, ma'am. She was my best overall favorite of the night. I was watching the People broadcast or the E broadcast, and she came in with this pink number. I was like, okay, Cardi, okay, you looking good, you looking good. So I was like, okay, I wasn't really expecting her to see her come down the runway. Everybody was waiting for Rihanna, and then Cardi came down the runway in the so the initial outfit that she wore was the pink ensemble by Miss Sohi. She wore that pink ensemble, and I thought that's what she was going to wear. And I was like, oh, I love that. It's a pop of color because, like I said, everybody was wearing shades of black and white, and here she comes with this pink. Then the next thing you see, she comes down the aisle in her interpretation of Karl Lagerfeld with the top with the tie and the in on the tuxedo type suit with the black gloves looks so good. And then what you see the ball gown that she has on in the middle, those were big black flowers, roses or carnations or whatever flower that is. And when I tell you it was stunning, she looked absolutely wonderful coming down the aisle. And then they said that when on the inside, she changed into this pink and black number, which is by Richard Quinn. The middle number is by Chinpeg Studios. And I think this is my last slide. Yes, that is my last slide, y'all. Those were my picks of the best favorite. There's a lot of people that were there, a lot of looks that I did not capture. Usher came, he was with his designer. Usher looked good, and the designer looked good. Overall, for all the people that showed up, everyone looked good. There wasn't that many like um, odd and extremely out of the box looks last night. Like I said, my worst dressed people, it was more of them trying to be seen. And like I said, Serena was on my worst dress because she was just doing a little too much. But I will tell you honorable mention, which gets the best on my best dressed or best look. Everyone who had the smoky eye. When I tell you the makeup artist, they're going to be my honorable mention for in my best dress. All the makeup artists that worked on these ladies, and particularly the ladies that had these smoky eyes, beautiful. There wasn't a smoky eye on that runway, on that carpet, excuse me. That did not look fantastic. Did not look fantastic. There was no one that missed. Everyone that did the smoky eye, all the makeup artists. So shout out to y'all. Y'all did a very, very, very good job on those smoky eye. That's all that I have, y'all. Just in summary, this was probably the most low key. It wasn't all that exciting. Met Gala. And again, a lot of the people who we're used to seeing, a lot of the stars, A-list stars, didn't show up. Oh, I will tell you, Erica Badu showed up. and she showed up with her daughter, Puma, and they looked good. I was not able to capture that particular look. I did not see it, but she was there. But Erica surprised me only because you know how Erica always comes with this big old top hat and these big old things. But this year she did not. She came with her daughter, and they were coordinated in a beautiful look for them. And she was still had she had this little she looked like a little she had this headpiece on that went over her face, so I did not know who she was. And I saw her go down the carpet, but I didn't realize who she was until she started to talk to Layla Anthony. I thought that her look was good and it was different from the looks that she's been previously doing. She presented a more feminine like look with the body silhouette structure of her dress. And she looked good. Her daughter, with her first Met Gala, she looked good too. And she was so excited when she was doing the little interview. And I really enjoyed her interview with Layla. The host, there were three hosts. There was a man and a woman hosting, and then there was Layla Anthony. Those four, and then there was another lady on I guess as they were coming in. As the host, as a group, an ensemble of hosts, they didn't really do a good job. Um, the guy and the woman who were hosting up at the top, their chemistry was off. Their chemistry was off. Shout out to Layla. Lala, I'm calling her Layla, but it's Lala Anthony. So y'all charge that to my head, not my heart. And I apologize. It's Lala Anthony. Lala was doing very well by herself, interviewing. The other girl, they didn't show her too much for me to do anything, but I did think she spent too much time interviewing. What was her name? Jenny. Jenny. I think she's a Korean girl. She's real pretty. She spent too much time interviewing. So everyone who was at the Met interviewing was they didn't do a really good job. Kiki Palmer was there. Kiki Palmer looked good, and I missed her because she would have been on my best dress, but I couldn't find another picture of her. She looked very, very well. She looked good, and I don't have a picture of her. I really wish that they had got Kiki back to for the Met Gala. So everything was like I said. This one, if I had to rate this out of the five that I've seen, this would probably be on the bottom. This would be number five as one of the meh Met Gala events. All right. I didn't mean to make this too long. Please hit that thumbs up button if you like this. If you enjoyed what you see, please consider subscribing. The button is just down there. Once you hit subscribe, you will be opened up to a plethora of playlists of movies and television series that I review. This section, this Met Gala review is under my pop culture chat playlist. So go through there. I think this is my second review on YouTube because my other three I would do them on Instagram Live. However, again, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I appreciate you. I appreciate my subscriber, and I appreciate those of you all that watch. I really do appreciate that. All right, people, we do this every week. And as always, bye-bye.